broadcast live.
Yo, let's get into the love section. It's gonna be deep, you know, Sunday music.
Sunday music.
Never love a drama, no, never love a drama, no, never love a drama, no, never love a drama. Girl from the ghetto, grew up as a widow. She had a dream of the city, living a life like the movies. Now she moving to Santon, cause she went and got her a mansion. Cause niggas are sending the cash, she holding the heart up for ransom. Yo, flipping the flex, then she go back to the hood. Go to her mama house just to show that she cool. Mama said, don't lie to me, baby, or you misunderstood. She said, don't worry about me, mama, look up about your goods. But she hit her back, niggas look up sideways.
We out here once. Chapter 3,
Yeah.
the love chapter.
Yeah.
Firstly, I mean, I'm asking myself, I want to just talk about the music. Like,
Yes.
who do you work with from the production and all that?
So production-wise, I stuck with the people that I usually work with because I feel like they understand my sound and they understood what I was trying to do with this project. So I worked with the likes of Mind Major. I worked with Rouge, of course. I worked with a new guy called Ron Epidemic, such an incredible guy. And then there's just a few producers that I worked from, like France and from the Philippines, but these are like just them just giving just little tweaks here and there of their elements, because I really felt like, you know, it doesn't hurt to really send beats everywhere and see what they feel could be added, what they feel could be taken off, just to make the song even better, you know what I mean? A lot of mines work more better than one. And then there came Big Star Johnson and Cly and Sasha, and I really made a conscious decision of not having a lot of features, because at the end of the day, this is my debut album, so this is about me. It's not about the big names, it's not about who I can get and who I can't get. This was about me holding the fort, and me just being like, these are just people that I feel could just add a little something, but in terms of the entire project, I can handle this myself, and I can give an incredible project just as Rouge.
So let's get into Naledi, right?
Yes.
I'm trying to capture the whole thinking, right? To be quite honest with you, the breakup actually is screaming in my head right now.
Yes.
But tell me a bit about Naledi.
So Naledi, my thinking was, you know, I wanted to play with the whole idea of, like, you know, all these songs and stuff where we see apparently these video girls, or these girls that a lot of us tend to judge really easy, really fast. The girls that you see at Kong and you're just chilling with the guys with the bottles, and there's all there's judgment that usually comes with it, and for a second there I was like, you know what, I want to write a song where I actually take a step back and I want to see what's their story and what life must actually be like, constantly trending for whatever reason, and people just calling you names constantly in a way that they don't actually understand. We don't actually understand your backstory. We don't actually understand the reasons why you're in the place that you're at right now and stuff. And that's why I decided to write a song about Naledi, because I actually had a friend like that who, she was one of my closest friends, but on the outside, everyone just saw her as this hope. But I knew what she was going through. I knew what was the stories. I knew that as much as people are saying this and they think it doesn't affect her, they have no idea what it's actually doing to her. And so when I wrote Naledi, I just wanted it to take from giving an actual backstory to this person of, they come from a place where there was just no opportunities. And here's an opportunity to not only better her life, but also better the life of the people around her. And would you say no to that and watch sometimes the people behind you struggle, and rather just decide to actually just take on all the baggage, all the name calling, all the judgment, all the take on the fact that sometimes you might even miss out on love because guys don't think you're there for love, and they just think you're there for money, or they just think you're there for a quick get it in and get it out. You know, they're human beings too, and they actually have feelings, and sometimes they actually are just looking for someone, and we miss that sometimes. And that's where I wanted to write in terms of the aspect of Naledi, of what is actually this girl's story. So next time you look at these people and you just think, oh, this thick girl or this girl chilling with the people with the bottles just before we cause judgment. We don't know their backstory. We don't know how words can hurt people sometimes.
So sometimes maybe the stability of a family for some of these girls, a family, supportive family, is not there. So the most stable place is probably in an environment like that. You know?
Like it's not only that. It's just it's not easy to judge. It's not always the best thing to just judge someone just based on their decision. My point was we don't know. I just used the example of the family as just an example of maybe this is their situation, but you never know. And we're busy giving all these talks and we're doing all of this judgment, and we don't know how it's affecting them.
You think girls are the most harsher to girls than
yes,
men,
most definitely,
you know?
most definitely. That's why when you hear half of these songs where it's all about these hoes, these thoughts, and these naked girls and shaking their butts and whatever, and it's like, have we actually asked these girls how they feel, or what are they going through?
Like we need to ask Black China how she feels.
Yeah, like I know it sounds silly.
I'm saying
it sounds
saying
silly,
this,
but at the same time, it's like, have you actually ever thought that maybe Black China is actually looking for somebody to love her?
No, well, have you ever thought that Black China, probably her mother was a stripper and she doesn't know any better?
Exactly.
And like,
there's reasons for everything.
And we are all tools of our schooling, right?
Exactly.
So
That's my point. Like, there's reasons for everything, and that sometimes we don't know how much our words affect other people.
So that's
what I wanted.
That's why I was just saying that maybe, you know, if you're in a stable family that, like, with some type of, and you got the support of either both parents or one parent who literally like goes out of the way to make sure that if you have that, you know, but even your mother could be a stripper too, but she's stripping because she's trying to actually
she's trying to look out for you, and you don't know imagine all the names that are being called about this person, and you don't know that next thing you know they're just doing all of this for you, but at the same time they're also looking for love. They're also looking for people who care about them and will root for them and will fight for them. And I don't know, I just wanted to take a completely different twist in terms of that topic, because there's always the blesses discussion, the thought discussion, you know, I just wanted to play with that and be like, actually, this girl might actually have a story that we just don't know about. Let me try and tell a story. Yeah,
look, I mean, I think girls are harsher to girls than I've seen it all the time. Because I'm always like, there has to be something that makes me think, what makes my normal seem normal?
Yes,
you know what
most
I mean?
definitely.
And when you think that your normal is the normal, you're in trouble.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
That's why you cannot embrace other people's normal, no matter how difficult the circumstances.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Guaranteed.
But I think girls are harsh, you know. With us guys, we may be bitter because we're not the ones there.
Yeah.
Or you know, there's also saying, you know, don't save if you don't want to be saved, you know. So
yeah,
you know,
fair enough. But
so
I agree with you in terms of
I
agree with you in terms of how we can be so harsh to each other, and that's something I actually touched on the song, where I say like the thing about, you know, girls are calling her bitch on her homepage, and it's about like how we can make someone trend just by bad mouthing. It's literally, we just, for some reason, we just don't like each other, and that's what I wanted to touch on. It's like, you actually, funny enough, you don't know this person. Let me give this person a backstory. Would you be saying the exact same thing if this was this backstory? Like, not everybody's situation is as easy as the next person. So rather be happy with yours and leave others alone. That's what I wanted to touch on.
I think girls hate each other, and then they have Women's Month. Just so, I'm just saying, you know, and then they have Women's Month.
We unite.
No, listen.
No, we don't hate each other.
No, y'all don't even unite on Women's Month. On Women's Month, you remind niggas, like, it's Women's Month. You expect me. I'm like, well,
I don't know. No. I wouldn't necessarily. I would say we need to start. Like, that is something I would say we do need to start supporting each other more. But I won't say that we hate each other. I do feel that there's always a sense of competition.
Competitive.
There's always this competitive aspect. But I feel when we get it right and when we're really supporting each other, we go at it all out. I'll give us that.
We won't get into that. I just like how you got into. Okay, let's get into. assholes, trash. Let's get into men are trash, right? So the breakup. It's highly. Firstly, I want to thank you, just like for really taking that moment in music and just like pouring out your heart like that. Whether it's true or false, but
it's true.
Yeah, but it is it is a craft to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I sometimes when guys have got songs where they talk about girls that left them, and it's either the song is totally like soft and like it's really expressing how a guy feels, or really just better saying she's a bitch, you know. I kind of wonder, is this generally the thinking that girls go through when you're going through the breakup? Is this the general thinking? Because it's pretty vulnerable.
Yeah, no, it was. And the take that I took on this song was, I made it an actual dialogue. Like, it wasn't just me expressing my feelings. This was actually me talking to this guy and the things I said to this guy and the things that he was saying to me. And in terms of the feeling, the approach I wanted to take on it was, firstly, what I wanted was when people heard this, hear it, I want them to feel uncomfortable. I want it to be one of those songs of, it's either you're going to listen to it or you need to skip it because it's that honest. And in terms of the feeling, I also wanted this thing of, you see that coolness in the beginning of, okay, no, this is fine, it's still just an argument, and then that build up of, okay, this is actually getting real. Then that last one is, okay, we're actually breaking up. We need to stop this fighting. This actually needs to end. It doesn't matter, we keep fighting. It's what we do. It's fine, but we're gonna be good. Because I feel like that's what a breakup is sometimes. A breakup is, it's that thing of, it's really almost that begging and pleading of, we're fighting, but I just want you to fight for me as much as we're fighting right now. And then it's that switch that happens on with you, with where that state of, oh my gosh, you actually want to end things right now. This is actually unreal. No, this actually can't be happening. And during that time when I did it, don't mind, babe, I gotta explain this so it can resonate with everybody.
I'm just thinking of that. I was about to get there also, but it's a good thing you took it there.
Yes.
We were like mirrors, we could see each other.
No, it wasn't like
I just love that line though, because
it was during a time where things were really tough, and a lot of things were taking its toll, like my music industry and me being able to make sure that my relationship and what is happening around us is not affected. You know what I'm saying? And when it happened, I felt like the song needs to go on my project, because at the end of the day, like I said, this is called the New Era Sessions, and the New Era Sessions is a therapy session. And what is a therapy session? It's about letting everything out, being honest, just purging. That's what it was about. And making this album was my purge. And when I wanted to speak about love and when I wanted to speak about the breakup, that was a time where I couldn't be more honest. So even when I was recording it, it was like, I'm not gonna stop. Don't stop recording the song. If I get into it, I get into it. That is the honesty of what is happening right now in my life. And I feel that a lot of people will be able to touch them, because people go through breakups all the time. And sometimes we feel like it's just something that is just, you broke up, it's done. No, it's actually something that can be so awkward you don't even wanna talk about it. And that's what I want when people hear the song, where it's either you skip it because it's just too intense, or you listen to it because that is exactly what you're going through and you need someone to literally voice exactly what you feel you can't voice.
Alright. But you're in a relationship now.
I am. No, I still am.
Why don't we hear a happy song?
No, there is no, because that's the thing. Like, my relationship is happy all the time. This was one of those things where, because like I feel like if people always see on my social media that I'm always with my person and we're always happy, but I was like, actually, people also need to see sometimes that it's actually tough.
But no, I'm just saying,
like a happy song.
I mean, like a happy love song.
Why?
Like, we happy.
Nah, we are happy though. Everyone know. Funny enough, I did touch on that on Switch's song. I did say that I have my person and it's like the guy I'll ride and die with until the day I die, but whatever. But like this, when I was making this project, it was about what was happening during that time. That's what it was about. It was about what was going on then, and then we were in the darkest point of our relationship ever. We never fought. So when it happened, it was like, this needs to be recorded.
Is this a
now.
person, previous person? Is this your?
This is my actual relationship.
Oh,
Yes, with this genius right here. Yes, it was.
So
it
he's
was,
an asshole at times.
He's
I mustn't think he's a nice guy
men are
holding a
trash.
camera.
Men are trash, but you know what? We need them. We need them. And at the same time, like we said, like as any relationship, there are fights, there are great times, there are dark times, and that's what I wanted people to.
Oh, so
to
all that
also
emotion
feel.
is about the guy is still here.
Yes. What do you mean?
As in, you weren't writing about a previous situation. You were writing about.
No, that
like,
was right then where I was like, oh my gosh, could this actually be the end of my relationship? That was the point of where I was with my personal, with my own relationship.
How long have you and your person been together?
Going on 4 years now.
Okay.
Going on 4 years. And that was the first time we had ever like fought. Me and him, it's not a thing. We like, if we have a little argument within the next hour or whatever, we'll come on like, okay, we're being stupid. Let's just get over it. Great. That was the time where it was like things were just not clicking. And I didn't understand where we were at. And I was like, oh my gosh, this actually feels like a breakup. And I don't understand. And that's when I was like, okay, let me write this down. And that's when I told the guys, don't stop recording. I'm gonna go at this. If you get uncomfortable, cool, leave the room. But I'm gonna record this with the way I feel right now. And that's what happened.
Wow. Oh, if you're still here, you don't need a happy song then.
Exactly, I'm good.
Just saying,
I'm good,
you
guys.
don't you see.
Babe, would you like to show your face, babe? Guys, he's even on the project. He's on Dololo.
We got him on the camera.
Yeah, he's good. No, like relationship
yeah.
is great, but it's about the honesty. Like I also have my problems sometimes. I also have my sad moments. I also have my happy moments, and that was a dark point in my life. And I feel like a lot of people have that moment, and that's something that they can resonate with.
Well executed.
Thank you so
for what
much.
it's worth.
Thank you.
Especially if you know you're gonna go back to him the next day.
Yes, wasn't the next day though, but
Next week,
happened.
next month, next year.
But other than that, as long as if people got the message and they can take something from it, I'm happy.
Broadcast live